I should probably explain for people this is their first call. Well, all right, andiamo. I should probably explain for people this is their first call. Welcome. This is a different call than what it usually is. There's a big announcement out of the shoots here, but andiamo, for the sake of those folks who are new to this, andiamo simply means in Italian, we go together. Let's go. When you're walking out the door, you say andiamo, and so let me do this. I'm just going to start tonight by welcoming you to our new company, Oliabo. That is the name of the company. It is the name of the brand. We are going to unpack a little bit about our unique selling proposition in the world of marketing, etc. But if you're wondering there's Italian on the screen there. It's not Spanish. Somebody asked me that early on once, that it was Spanish. No, it's close. It's Italian. And by way of introduction, my brother Joe there, who is right now being represented by a red J on your screen. We were raised by a wonderful Italian immigrant mother. And so we know enough Italian just to be offensive, I guess, and dangerous or whatever. But anyway, hey, Curtis, look, I made this slide for you. This is the classified status announcement. That lady's supposed to be doing shh, but I don't know. Looks like she's such a...
It's good. She's about to say shh.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, so we are excited to announce, I said it was going to happen on the 10th, but we're going a little early. So we are ending the classified status of these presentations. So we're ending the NDA period. So moving forward, and actually as of about 15 minutes ago, I started inviting some of people without an NDA even. You've essentially gotten us to that point where we're ready to start opening this up, and we really appreciate everyone's patience and sacrifice of the time and energy and effort to jump through those hoops. As we mentioned before, we think it's important to protect important things, and things that are valuable and have some real opportunity are important to protect. And so there was a time period where that was important and necessary, and that time period is over. We will still, of course, protect your names and confidentiality as much as you would prefer, because we know that some people are evaluating opportunities or product as just a customer and may not want to be further exposed to the general public, and that's fine. So in saying that, so continue to send in names of people that would like to be on our email list for invites and for announcements and updates. We'll get a newsletter set up on the website here soon, but anybody that wants to get announcements or updates, please make sure to continue to email those names into us so we can get them on the list. And then also just in general, moving forward, we'll continue to send out announcements about different presentations that are happening through email, and we'll continue to refine our email deliverability. Some of the challenges with that is that as you scale your email in more of a broad sense with larger groups, you run into some deliverability issues. So we'll continue to fine tune that. But you can also, we now, there's a shortcut you may have noticed. If you go to oliabo.com/launch, that's where we'll keep the presentation info for the next presentation updated for the link and the webinar passcode. So you can always keep an eye on that. And with that in mind, tomorrow at noon Mountain Time, we will be doing another presentation because there's different people joining us from different parts of the world at this point in time, from all over the place, and some it's harder time zone wise to make this time work. So for tomorrow, it's not necessarily going to be an every week meeting, but at least for tomorrow, we'll be doing a meeting at noon. We'll send out an announcement about that tomorrow morning, US time. So it will be noon Mountain Time tomorrow. And again, you can go to oliabo.com/launch to get that information in the morning as well.
Good.
There you go.
All right. The gag order has expired. We can finally spill the beans responsibly, of course, responsibly. Our lips are officially unsealed, so you can ask us anything. Well, almost anything. You can ask Ashley anything. You can't ask. I have irreverent responses to some things. So we are going to be officially now, as of now, going from a whisper and gradually turning up the volume to a yell.
Yeah,
A yell.
okay.
We're not yelling, but you know what I mean.
Like a comfortable inside voice kind of a.
Outdoor, from inside voices to outdoor voices. All right, we're so millennial. Okay, folks, for those of you who are new to our little team here, this is the Team Oliabo. This is our executive team. There's still one yet to be announced. He gets a name change every year. Tonight he is Jethro Bodine. I am Gordon Angelo Morton. My brother is Joe Morton. If those of you from a former life may recognize this, we had titles in another entity in fall of 2002. And we are masochists. We love the beauty and chaos of the startup. So my little brother Joe, he is younger. People ask. I think it's funny. Curtis, my very talented partner here to my left, he is our president and CEO. And thankfully, if any of you on the line know anything about Morton's, you don't want us in charge of anything computer related or in charge of P&L and things like that. So Curtis had an illustrious entrepreneurial career, many years. He started many companies but most importantly, I think for this venture, affiliate marketing companies. You were affiliate marketing before affiliate marketing was cool.
Yeah. I got into affiliate marketing back in the late '90s, actually, when I should have been studying for my college exams and my GPA to maintain my scholarship. I promptly dropped out of college and pursued what affiliate marketing was back then, and eventually started figuring out how to make more money than I was spending on it, and got really pretty proficient at it. Started building software companies around that, ad tech, other things, product companies, and yeah, kind of followed that whole trend from there to now. And yeah, I think there's some really incredible synergies between the two worlds that we're going to be bringing together in some fun and exciting ways.
Beautiful. To the right is Ashley Brown. Ashley, do a little wave, howdy ho. There we go. Ashley is she is the one trying to keep sane in this chaos of men. Ashley is our VP of skincare. She's also an organic skincare formulator, and you'll hear about this a little later. Adam Blake just recently joined with us within the last 2 weeks, and Adam, it's too long a job title for me to read from this far, but Adam is not on the line tonight, so we just make stuff up. He's in charge of custodial. He's not here tonight. We're all kind of doing that. Brent Baum, our CFO, and Jeff Warwick. Quick shout out to Ray Heron on the line, our illustrious, let's just call him master distributor. It's not a term that we actually put in our P&Ps, but yeah, he's our master distributor. I also see Malcolm. Malcolm, give a little howdy ho there, Malcolm, with your hand. Oh my gosh, look at that. Okay, Malcolm's mohawk continues to get more and more mohawky every time I talk to him, and he gets different set of glasses. So I know the curiosity approach is just killing you guys. You get to hear this dynamo from on the other side of the planet. So anyway, Malcolm, thank you for jumping on tonight, brother. Very quickly, just going through a few things. This is our company brand. It is our company name. It's two words that we've used together. One is Olia, which means oil in Italian, the feminine, and botanica, as in botanicals. And we fused them together, and even the USPTO is acknowledging that we are officially in business, and we have the .com and the other stuff. We decided, from our corporate imaging perspective, to camp on a little wonderful space in world history where it was after World War II, where the world had not gone to color film yet. It was still black and white, but they did a lot of photo realistic illustrations like these illustrations are depicting. We created all our imaging in-house, and I'm very proud of that. I think it's a fun little image. Thank you for the heart, whoever gave me the shout out. And we decided that we would put modern technology, bridging it from a beautiful kind of Pollyanna, ostensibly optimistic worldview after World War II. And thank you for, look at all those hearts, and that's a pizza slice or something coming up. Anyway, very cool. Speaking of which, origins. I can't go any further without giving propers to the mother who raised myself and my brother and my siblings as well. She was an immigrant from Treviso, Italy, and many people on the line, I can see some of the names, they met her back in the day. She was a little older than she is in this picture, but you'll hear why this is important. So people ask you, do you speak Italian? I speak just enough Italian to get myself fed and probably build the worst sentences ever, but buonasera, sono Gordon, sono canadese, americano e tutti e due, ma più importante, mia mamma era italiana, blah, 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 freaking blah. Okay, folks, let's launch into a couple of the recap things for some that have been on this call before. But for the newbies, the hardest thing to see is right in front of your own eyes. I have been, and myself and my brother and many people on the line have been involved in health and nutrition for many, many, many years. In our case, my brother and I, our first job, Joe and I were employed. I don't know what the child labor laws were in Canada at the time, but we were picking and packing orders for the Canadian division of a company called Nature Sunshine, which was started by my father in our basement. And imagine that, like, here's the vista. We had bell bottoms. It was about 1978. And we would skateboard around and pick orders listening to Fleetwood Mac or whatever. And it was pretty fun. Flash forward to today, we are still in the world of health supplements and we still love direct selling. But the entire time in our life, there was supplement world and then my mother's world of this beautiful cacophony of language that is being an Italian in Canada. And right in front of our eyes, something appeared to us. This is a picture on the right of olive oil coming out of the spigot right when they start pressing it every fall for the new harvest. Olive oil looks that green when you start to press it. That's not Photoshop. That is not color treated. That is actually what olive oil looks like. It's bright fluorescent. It's crazy. They filter out what is known as the life force of the olive, which is the dissolved fruit solids. And a very good olive oil actually has a green tint to it. There is nothing like a good extra virgin olive oil. And the reason we are starting as a company is that for most of us in the United States, we have nothing resembling a good extra virgin olive oil. And that opens opportunities. So we are calling ourselves the Olive Standard. There are very few things that the world can agree on. All three Abrahamic religions seem to fight about a lot of things, but one thing they all agree on is that the olive occupies a special spot in history and a special spot in, I guess, traditional use as healing. And we've been walking around it our whole lives of supplementation, and it seems like the clues were in front of us the whole time. My brother says it's the greatest nutritional story that has been ever known and never told. And that's a Joeism. I'm going to put quote, quote, Joe. Here's our problem, and then we'll jump right into things. And I promise you folks, if you're returning, there are some new slides ahead. That's a fun announcement. The problem, as I mentioned, there's nothing like a good extra virgin olive oil. And unfortunately, in North America, there is nothing resembling a good extra virgin olive oil available for purchase most times. This is an example. Packed in Italy, imported olive oil. You look at the back, ingredients, refined olive oil is the first, and extra virgin olive oil is the second, and it's produced in Italy and Tunisia. Maybe you've never been to Tunisia. I certainly haven't, but it's not in Italy, and that's all I'm going to say about that. Curtis, oh, look at it. Oh, this is your slide.
I like it. So why olives and olive oil? They've been around forever, right? So what's the big deal? What makes now different? Well, let me introduce you to the awareness gap. It's a major reason why Oliabo is such a unique and timely opportunity. So essentially the awareness gap is the difference between common belief and knowledge and empirical evidence, modern science, right? So we see that in a lot of different things and products over the years that have come through the network marketing space, where something that's either hardly known or known a little bit, and then through education, scientific endeavors, discovery, we realize it's got incredible benefits. Well, olives and olive oil are a perfect example of this. Common knowledge, common wisdom, ancient wisdom is that they're healthy, they're good for you, but that's kind of where it ends, right? But the reality, very recently, in the last 10 to 20 years, modern science and technology have discovered that high quality olive tree derived products, olive oil, olive leaf extracts, olive fruit extracts, actually have incredibly powerful phytonutrients, and polyphenols is a word that we use a lot, that actually support heart health, brain function, skin, joint health, and a million other things. So the opportunity here is bridging that gap, right? Through experiences that you have, through sharing your own stories, our stories, educating others, and introducing others to the incredible products that we're going to share and provide. That's how lives are changed, and that's how real impact and opportunity occurs. And if you combine a huge awareness gap like there is with what we're going to show you and teach you now about what's going on with olive oil and olive derived products, if there's a huge awareness gap and a huge potential audience and some really unique, effective products like we're putting all together, it's not just a good opportunity, but it's potentially one of the best, most timely wellness opportunities that's been around in our lifetime. And we're excited to share what we're bringing to bear and what the opportunity is and how you can get involved either as a customer or helping us spread the word.
True. So we are declaring ourselves, thank you, Curtis. We are declaring ourselves the olive standard of health. Why? Because there isn't one. Okay, there is no standardization. It's actually quite appalling and quite surprising. But when you look at the powerful benefits of olive oil and olive-derived products from the olive leaf extracts and what we're going to talk about, the fact that there has not been an established standard. If you knew the absolute rules of extra virgin olive oil that are being trod upon right now, it's a little bit appalling. Like, for example, I don't know if you know this, to be an extra virgin olive oil, you need to pick it green before it fully matures. It can't go black. It's green, it's picked, it's washed, it's pressed within 12 hours. It has to be stored below a very precise temperature. If it goes above that, it no longer qualifies as extra virgin olive oil. Those are just two of many, many rules to do with extra virgin olive oil, and both are being trod upon badly. And by the way, you might think you're buying like extra virgin olive oil because it says it on its can, and chances are it's not. I won't even get into that. Here is an amazing thing about the Mediterranean diet. We all hear about it. We go over it. Most of us here have had our little glimpses at Mediterranean life, either going over there on vacation or having relatives. And they enjoy amazing statistics to do with health over there. Interestingly, they get to eat real cheese and bread and pasta, and they drink wine with a lot of their meals. I know this because my relatives do all of the above. They eat way more flavorful food than we do, and they enjoy better statistics health-wise than we do in America. And I say America, North America, Mexico, yes, all of us in North America. I'm Canadians, my Canadian friends out there. Statistic, the average Italian consumes 14 liters of high quality extra virgin olive oil per year. The Greeks, 20 liters. The average American, less than 1 liter of extra crappy olive oil per year. Ashley, here's some new stuff for folks. These are things that Ashley was putting together, and these are some statistics to do with, Ashley, I'll let you do this one. This is your slide.
Yeah, so we were looking over a few stats today, and these stood out to us because, I mean, there's so many things for you guys to discover on your own as well, but these are crazy stats. So the daily high phenolic olive oil reduces belly fat and supports healthier blood sugar in adults at risk for diabetes. Crazy. But also just 10 to 20 grams of olive oil a day. So that's about, what is that? A tablespoon of olive oil a day is linked to 16% lower risk of developing type 2 diabetes. Why would you not have this in your life? It's so simple. It's so easy to consume. So, but we're also talking about different kinds of olive oils. That 1 tablespoon is just regular extra virgin olive oil. The high phenolic is just another part of our story.
Excellent, thank you. And Ashley generated some of these. There's 2 slides. There's one that's coming up in a little bit. These are all new studies, or recent studies, sorry, I should say. Recent studies, and we'll send it to the group afterwards. But you look at these things. Extra virgin olive oil, risks of cardiovascular disaster and and lower, diabetes. We've talked about gut health in the past. And why, pray tell, what is in olives and extra virgin olive oil and olive leaf, Curtis? that does this.
Yeah, so many of you are probably familiar with the term polyphenols. Polyphenols are compounds that are incredible antioxidants that are found in lots of plants, and they're recognized for a variety of health benefits. It's really interesting that olives, olive oil, and olive tree derived products like high quality extracts from olive leaf and olive pulp are extremely high in certain polyphenols that are only found in olive tree derived products. We're talking about something called verbascoside. You can read what it says there, but it's basically like it obliterates free radicals, supports brain, metabolic systems, vascular systems, it's anti-inflammatory. Oleocanthal, that is found in what's called a high phenolic. We mentioned this, Ashley mentioned this word, high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. That's a special extra virgin olive oil that's harvested in a special way from special olives that has polyphenol counts through the roof. And oleocanthal is incredible for joint health, brain function, cardiovascular health. Oleuropein, this is found in different parts of the olive oil. Yep. And oleuropein is really high in a proprietary extract that we have from the olive leaf. Can we keep going?
Yeah, I can just by the way, you should be very glad to hear that none of us are cooking this up in our garage. We have found the two suppliers, one for this proprietary extraction. These are two European entities that have IP, intellectual property, on how to do very high-end extractions, one from the leaf and the other from the fruit. That green, fluorescent-looking fruit substance that is in unfiltered extra virgin olive oil. You can't, by the way, that has no stability or shelf life. That's why we had to take that green life force that they strain from the olive press and find a way to stabilize it and bring that kind of, no pun intended, full court press to the market. So I love olive oil. I'm a fan, but we're not under any illusion we're going to take the average American from 14 liters of from 1 liter of crappy extra virgin olive oil to 14 liters. So here, ladies and gentlemen, introducing Prima. Oh, that's an eye chart. This looks way better on my computer. It's so small. I'll go to the next one. Okay. Prima is our our first product offering. I don't have the can here. If you're looking at this and go, that looks like a tin, because it is. It's a tin that holds 30 sachets of phytonutrients. There's a better photo of it right here. Every Prima package or tin contains 30-day supply of 30 packets, and each has 2 HP extra virgin olive oil. You do this one, Curtis.
Yeah. So
I got a piece of apple stuck in my throat. It's really bugging me. So go for it.
Prima is our flagship product that we're launching, right? And this is the way to get all these incredible benefits from these high polyphenol olive tree derived products in your life every day, with simplicity, with quality, with sourcing that's clean and good coming from us. So 2 soft gel caps a day with high phenolic extra virgin olive oil that are specifically high in oleocanthal and other polyphenols. There's a variety of different types of extra virgin olive oil. There's a variety of different types of high phenolic extra virgin olive oil, and not all are actually high in oleocanthal, which is one of those really incredible polyphenol compounds that you want to get into your life every day. So 2 of those in each sachet. 1 capsule of olivectin. Olivectin is our proprietary blend of that leaf extract and the olive fruit extract, high in oleuropein and high in verbascoside, 2 other incredible polyphenols that are massively good at all sorts of things like inflammation, antimicrobial, and a bunch of other things. We'll send you information. If you join this and added your email, you'll get information emailed tomorrow that has a lot of these terms and words in it. If you don't get it, please let us know so we can make sure we get it to you. But it'll have a lot of these terms in it, so you can Google them, chat GPT them, get the information for yourself. The last one there, the red and white one, Rosa, it's our proprietary blend of grapeseed extract and lycopene. Grapeseed extract, lycopene, an incredible combination.
Both are, first of all, part of it is a nod to the fact that in Italy, the grape and the tomato are large and in charge. You think that we have a love for grapes and tomatoes here. It's been elevated to a completely different level over there. Some of the reasons are grapeseed extract is also an amazing antioxidant, has a great use for macular degeneration, and lycopene from tomatoes. Not the tomatoes you buy at the grocery store that don't taste that good. The ones you're getting out of your garden about this time of year that give that little kind of sting on your tongue, they're amazing. They have something called lycopene in there that's also good for vision and other things. We are sending them stuff.
That was a good point. Somebody brought up the point, why infused with rosemary? I forgot to mention that. Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it.
Ashley was geeking out today. By the way, we didn't just stumble on. You'll notice that a lot of stuff, when you start to get into the world of olive oil, there's a complementary component, and that is rosemary. And rosemary has a lot of beautiful nutritional value. It also happens to be extremely complementary flavor-wise if you're cooking. But Ashley, you were talking about a few things about rosemary today in my office. You want to share what you were talking to me about?
Yes, I would love to. So, daily rosemary extract boosts mood, sharpens focus, and reduces fatigue in just 4 weeks of use. So, in about a month of this, you'll get.
Here's your slide. Sorry, I forgot. Here's your slide.
Oh, you did. Oh, you're perfect. And then, it's the next one. It's the next slide. This is Prima. It's fine. I'll just say my stats on rosemary.
Okay, cool. Sorry.
Yeah. No, it's all right.
Go ahead, rosemary. Sorry.
Oh, you're good. Also, 4 weeks of rosemary extract lowers blood sugar, cuts cholesterol, and reduces oxidative stress in adults. This is, again, another month supply of this. So this is just, it helps your skin. It helps heal you from the inside out, which is a perfect component for Prima, to help support all of these other amazing benefits that you guys will get. I think you'll be so stoked once you actually start trying this and see the amazing effects it has on you.
So Ashley, speaking of which, sorry I jumped the gun on that slide. This is our first night through with the new slide deck. So do you want to just talk about these are some, what you could maybe possibly, hey Ashley, what could I possibly expect if I start taking Prima?
Yeah, so daily, you just have, normal antioxidant protection every day, just something to be happy about. Supports daily energy and balance. In just a couple weeks, you'll actually see your focus and clarity in your brain magnify. This is huge. This is such a good brain health supplement. And then in about, I don't know, let's say 6 months, that's 4 to 8 weeks. That's not even months. That's a couple months. So supports healthy cholesterol and circulation, promotes metabolic balance and steady energy. This, I feel like we can't say enough about how good olive oil is for you, for your heart. And then say you're using this for an entire year, promotes healthy aging and longevity, supports sustained memory and cognitive function. This is one of the best supplements you can take every day of your life. And it's so good and clean and healthy for you.
Ashley, sorry, I was throwing you audibles there.
It's all right. It's good.
Yeah, you did good. She did so fine. Don't you agree? Okay. But wait, Ashley, is there any other benefits to olive oil before we leave this topic and jump into the rest of the program?
Yes.
Say topically.
Not only is it good for internal, but it's good for your skin. So there's a lot of components from the olive tree that mimic your own skin's natural oils, meaning it helps maintain the balance of the oils in your face that diminish when you turn 30. So this can help replenish them, get rid of fine lines, wrinkles, help hydrate your skin. It's just a beautiful element to add to your skincare routine.
So Ashley, maybe why don't we let Joe take this one? Joe and Ashley, by the way, we refer to them as the king and queen of pain because Ashley has you have a slip disc, Ashley, is that what it is? Yeah. and I'm out in everybody's ailments. This is like organ recital. Like, and Joe has like a torn meniscus right now. Joe breaks stuff all the time. Trust me, I have this older brother. He's always hurting his blow. Joe, you want to take flex and what this is all about? By the way, there's new images tonight. You guys have seen. Thank you, you wonderful, wonderful, amazing people out there that have listen to this presentation, but these are more like what you're going to be seeing in your orders in the future. Joe, do you want to take this one?
Yeah, you bet, Gordon. What we've discovered, and you're seeing this on everything that Gordon and Curtis and Ashley have been talking about here, with the olive oil and the olive derived extracts, so the leaf and the fruit extracts and the high phenolic extra virgin olive oil. They have a similarity, and you're probably hearing this. You're like, wait a second, anti-inflammatory, antioxidant as well, but anti-inflammatory is a big part of it. That oleocanthal that Curtis was talking about earlier is a natural anti-inflammatory, COX-1, COX-2 inhibitor. You may have heard this before, folks, in a previous life that we've been talking. We've talked to you about in a previous life. And so we decided we're going to take this, we're going to do the highest high phenolic extra virgin olive oil that we can do. And Ashley, I have to give props to Ashley. She's done an amazing job creating this formula. And we're going to mix with it the olivectin. So we're going to take those extracts from the leaf and the fruit, and we're going to add to it another special ingredient that some of you may be familiar with, which is mangosteen pericarp oil. And we're creating what we believe, we're calling flex. We're creating what we believe to be one of the greatest Mother Nature's incredible formula that you can use on a daily basis. Let's put it that way. For those who are feeling a little bit of extra aches and pains. And I'm using this myself, and I anyone else who wants to share from the team, because we've all been kind of using this, but I've been using this on an ankle injury that I've had for many years now. And I'm also using it on a meniscus tear, as Gordon indicated, which is it. Luckily, I didn't need a surgery, so I want to be clear about that. I didn't need a surgery, but I actually saw the physical therapist this morning, and there's just a lot of inflammation there. Even though it was like 9 weeks ago, these things are they take a while. And so I'm using it on both my ankle and my knee. And I use it on other areas too, frankly. I mean, one of the greatest things that I used mangosteen pericarp oil in the past was just putting it on a burn of some sort, sunburn, whatever it might be, some sort of a scrape, something to heal. So I'll use it in different areas, and I have had to put it on for some sun irritation throughout the summer, and it works like a charm. All these different versions, and in fact, I've got a version sitting here at my desk that I put on that Ashley was kind enough to get us a little sample as we've been going along. So different versions of it. I've got a couple more back here behind me that I kind of try different times. But I'm telling you, this product is going to change lives. That's all I'm going to say. We're taking the power that Mother Nature has offered through this incredible botanical, the olive derived extract, the extracts that are coming from olive leaf and olive fruit, and also that mangosteen pericarp oil. And let me tell you, folks, we're going to see lives change over this. And we already have. I mean, we already have people that have experienced with very small amounts. I mean, we've been able to share just small amounts, and it's not even the final formula. It's like little pieces of it along the way. And why? Because Mother Nature just knows what's best. I'm telling you, and gives us what we need. And so I'm telling you, this is a formula that will change lives. It's already making a difference in my life. So
excellent. Thanks, Joe. And Joe just tossed a little, everybody can share their own testimonials when you start to get the product. But for me, I always tell people about the arthritis in my thumbs. Age is just a number. I think mentally, most people both will agree I'm probably emotionally 12, but I do have thumbs that are 58, and I rub this in there and I can feel the difference in about 6 minutes. And then I also, just in full disclosure, I am 58, and last year I had a hip replacement. I am Gordon, and I had a hip replacement. Hello, Gordon. It's kind of a little embarrassing. Like, hip replacement is something, I just had a tough time saying, but It's pretty miraculous. I healed pretty well, but I do have this kind of, it's a nerve pain that you get over top of the scar tissue. And it is, somebody give me a thumbs up for the hip replacement. Right on. And you can rub this flex right on you can actually feel a difference on nerve pain, which for me is remarkable. I don't know like how many things work like that, but this is a topical, it functions as a topical targeted muscle and joint ointment, I guess is what we're saying. And yeah, believe the hype, folks. It works as advertised. Lastly, I'll just throw this out there. Oh, Curtis.
Sorry. No, that's fine. No, keep going.
Okay.
I'll get that later. Sorry.
Yeah, this is not Curtis on the slide right here. This person is not Curtis. My mother's hometown, if you notice at the beginning, it is called Treviso. Treviso is, it's all my relatives, a lot of my relatives live there. And it is in the area of near Venice, about 20 minutes from Venice. It actually means three faces in Italian. Viso means face. So we will shortly after launch be coming out with a skincare line that Ashley's been developing. And because of the transdermal benefits of the olive, but she's taken it to a whole nother level. Ashley was saying that after 30 that we no longer have the same amount of squalene. Ashley, did I get that right? Squalene?
Correct.
Yes. Okay, but squalane from olive, see if you tell me, just throw gang signs if I do it wrong. Squalane is actually derived from olive and actually mimics that. And you can drive nutrients like mangosteen, pericarp into the skin very nicely. So this will be coming out shortly after launch. Treviso means three faces. So one of the products is Viso Lux. It is Ashley's secret to looking so young. Ashley, I'm just going to skip by this one tonight, and we're sending people stuff now. Now that the word is out, we're just going to send them stuff. So, okay, there are two more products that will be coming out shortly after that. You'll see them there. It's a cleanser and a hydrator. Okay. Last, finishing up here. You'll notice that all the depictions of products, I'll just go back. I don't want to give you guys vertigo, but the bottom of that Treviso box, you'll see there's like a little stripe. It's actually our standard of, it's our inspection seal. And it is our way of ensuring for you, we are pretty anal retentive about our product quality. I certainly am myself. That is the part of me that is definitely Italian. It's just this whole, it has to be a certain way. And it is everything from start to finish that we are monitoring, everything from the temperature of the olive oil, the area. And we're not just buying olive oil from some dude in a wagon that's coming through from like, I don't know, Southern Utah or something. This is actually, we know the regions and specifically the farms in some cases of where we're getting our olive derived products from. So that being said, this is a nice little graphic that was in a certain place before. I don't know what's next. Oh, we are not doing that tonight. But I will tell you, did you guys slip this in? This is my slide deck. All right, this was last. We are putting this one on
Gord.
the Premio Pay. Yeah, Joe, go for it.
Gord, can I just jump in on that for a second? I just want to say, like, Gordon's done a brilliant job, amazing job with all this branding and these ideas down to that little strip. For those who have been to Italy or purchased products from Italian stores and whatnot, this is a very, very common thing. They take this very seriously in Italian culture. And I love that attention to detail, Gordon. I think it's brilliant. And it's going to really be one of these seal of approval, so to speak, And so I just wanted to throw that in. Like, it's really quite neat. And it kind of gives you a warm fuzzy, at least for me as with an Italian immigrant mother, because it's something that you see. And I just think it's brilliant. I think it's awesome. I just wanted to say that, Gordon.
Joe, thank you. I appreciate that. Joe's alluding to something. You're right. Growing up Italian, my mother would go, my parents moved out the country. So I say Toronto, but it was out in the sticks. But my mother would go into Toronto to buy her olive oil, specifically at an Italian import store, because Italians are truly finicky about these sort of things. And when you get a product that is properly cared for, like not just an extra virgin olive oil, but many times Parmesan cheese, Parmigiano Reggiano, or a Chianti wine that is specific to the exact region, it'll come with a seal on it because they tell you, look, hey, it's almost like you're going to jinx your universe. That little icon you see on there is a historical character from Roman mythology known as Minerva. She is actually the goddess that is considered in folklore to be, this was pre-Christianity, okay? They believed that she gifted the olive tree to humanity, right? So she's still treated with a certain amount of like dignity and love in all the Renaissance art. And you're just a little bit of superstition in Italians, and we just don't want to get the Malocchio from Minerva, so we put her on our logo. Okay, that being said, Premio Pay, I'm just going to leave one or two comments here. There is, for those folks who are just coming on for product information, that we have that in spades, that we are first and foremost a product company, but also we're kind of a big fan of the entrepreneurial system, and the people that are on this line are experts. We got people with black belts in nutritional blah, 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 freaking blah. That right there, what I'm doing with my hand, it means that you understand the vocabulary and can say words like phenolic. And if you can't say it yet, it's pretty easy once you hear us say it a few times. High phenolic, HPEVO is the acronym, and we skipped by it tonight. But Curtis is the one that is, he was the first with the Chateau Fussy Pants language, being able to say high phenolic extra virgin olive oil really fast. But we say HPEVO. You'll start to see in the world that's what it stands for. But if you're interested in the opportunity, this is something that I love, and that is that you can start a business that can add whatever you want to your financial monthly income from the comfort and safety of your home. And we like to say, work when you want, where you want, with whoever you want, and earn what you deserve.